Welcome to the Vegas Benchwarmers. I'm Eric, he hate me 702. This is
Geremy Hurley with a G.
We're basically friends that are just going to talk, debate, argue, and we sometimes agree on all pro sports in Southern Nevada football. If you like or enjoy the content that you're about to see and would like to see more, please subscribe and feel free to leave your comments down below and tell us how we did. And without further ado,
put me in, coach.
all right, so first topic up today is the trade demand for David
Njoku.
Njoku. Exactly what he said. All right, so if y'all don't know, he demanded a trade. David
Njoku
is a player that's been in the league for about 3 years. He plays for the Cleveland Browns. Had a good 2 years in 2017 and 18. Was injured 2019, so only played in 4 games, had 1 start. But he demanded a trade. Geremy, why did he demand a trade?
He demanded a trade because I believe it was last season he was out for 10 games with his broken wrist or his wrist injury or whatever it was.
Okay.
And he had to have surgery. And when he came back, Freddie Kitchens had lost all faith in him. So he healthy scratched him for the last 2 games of the season.
Good old Freddie Kitchens. Good old Freddie Kitchens.
So I'm sure he feels like if the head coach lost faith in him, then the organization lost faith in him.
But from what I understand, Cleveland came out and said they don't want to trade him.
They did.
They did. They came out and said they weren't going to trade him. So just to give you guys a rundown on his stats, he's got 93 catches, 1,066 yards with 9 touchdowns. He averages 30 yards per game. He averages about 2.6 catches a game with 1 rush and 1 rushing yard.
Woohoo!
So, contract-wise, he's making $1.7 million. Plus his bonus, which is 1.266, that's his bonus all the time, 3.013 million. And then next year he's scheduled to make 6.013 million. So, Geremy, would you trade him or would you keep him?
I mean, unless you can talk to him and reassure him, but I mean...
No, unless you're the GM of the Cleveland Browns right now. What are you doing?
Well, first off, I'm going to talk to him.
Okay.
But, I mean, if you dropped your current agent and went and signed with Drew Rosenhaus,
okay,
who has previously helped another player get traded from the Cleveland Browns,
okay,
it's not going to end well. So, I mean, I would probably trade him.
Okay.
Well, I would put it out there, see what teams are interested, see what kind of offers we get.
What would you want in return for somebody of his talent?
I don't know.
You don't know? What would you ask?
I don't know the whole compensation thing.
But okay, so would you, like, if you're trading him, what do you hope to get back in return? Like, do you want some draft picks because you're the Cleveland Browns, or do you want some?
I'd probably see if we can get back
player?
what we used on him when we drafted him.
Okay.
So wherever we drafted him at is probably where I would look at. See if we get that back.
Now, does this have anything to do with how many tight ends they have on their team right now?
I think I got 5.
So, I mean, is he expendable in your mind?
I mean, with a depth of 5 tight ends, and most teams don't use a 2 tight end set.
You know who does?
The Raiders.
The Chiefs.
And the Chiefs.
And the Patriots. So, I'm just saying.
Well, it's not used a lot.
Yeah.
So, I mean, as far as the depth is concerned, I mean, I wouldn't be worried about losing him.
Okay.
Because, I mean, you just picked up Austin Hooper and you drafted the other guy, I forget his name.
Harrison Bryant.
Yeah, they just drafted him last year, so, I mean, you know what you got with Hooper coming in.
Well, do you? Or because he was literally like a nobody until later on in the season, and then he got injured, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Which is usually how it works.
Yeah, but I mean,
usually a nobody, and then you break out.
If you bring him and the team that he broke out with didn't want to pay him to bring him back, because he broke out with Atlanta, which, I mean, should be Matt Ryan's best friend right now.
Should be, but
I mean, all your great quarterbacks have tight ends as their best friends.
True.
Yeah. Okay. Another Chiefs reference if you guys didn't know that. So listen, I'm not trading him at all right now. For $3.3 million, I'm going to go ahead and let that ride. He was injured last year. Freddie Kitchens is gone. I'm going to go in and apologize and be like, look, we fucked up. Freddie Kitchens should not have been your coach. I'm sorry. I don't know what we did. I don't know what we were
But
thinking.
you saved $3 million to maybe pick somebody else up that helps you somewhere else.
Depending on what his cap hit is. I don't know what his cap hit is, so you still might have to pay out money. He still might hurt you based off of not having him. He could still cost you $1.3 million in a cap hit, where you can't bring any more money besides, if he cost you $3 million, you could only technically bring in 1.7 back. Do you see what I'm saying? So that's kind of what I'm looking at. And again, he's young. He's young. Baker Mayfield needs a good tight end. And again, having 2 tight end sets does not hurt you at all when you run with, who's their running back? Nick Chubb. When you run with Nick Chubb, that does not hurt you at all. So I think I'm going to keep him and give him,
I just look at it like
a chance with Stefanski. What's the Vikings coach? What's the new head coach? Stefanski, that guy.
But I don't feel. I mean, the way I see it is, I mean, you've gone to great lengths so far after requesting a trade. So you drop your current agent who didn't do you wrong,
and you got the god of agents in Drew Rosenhaus.
You got Drew Rosenhaus.
Man, it's a god.
Drew Rosenhaus, who is known for
being a god of agents,
helping get people traded from teams.
And helping spin shit. I mean, come on, he got Antonio Brown with the Patriots.
So if he comes back, is it going to be a healthy locker room? Because he doesn't want to be there.
Listen. This is what I would tell him. Listen, I would want to trade too if I was you. We were 1-16. We were 1-31 in 2 seasons. So you came in and joined the shit show. You helped us be 7-9. We're 7-8-1, whatever their record was when Baker was there. And then last year we gave you a trash head coach. We went backwards. So I'm sorry, but you know what? You're under contract right now. And if you don't like it, you can sit your ass on the bench.
I mean, do I think he should leave? No, I don't think. I think he should give it at least another year.
I don't understand where people that have talent but have not produced are demanding trades and holdouts. We're going to get into that a little later. But I don't get that.
I don't know. I don't understand. I don't get it.
It's mind-boggling. Like, you have a team that is set up to be somewhat good next year. The only thing that stops them from being good is that their name is the Cleveland Browns and they have the color of the Browns. But other than that, and Baker Mayfield's their quarterback. But now again, if he's saying, look, I know Baker Mayfield's shit. I'm not gonna do. Nope, we're not doing with this. Look at these divas in the locker room we have. Then
I mean, he could be thinking I'm not getting anything because they brought in Austin Hooper. Austin Hooper's going to be a number 1 tight end.
True, but you're also coming off an injury and you got to produce. So what do you think's gonna happen? You think you're gonna get traded to a great situation? Fuck no.
I mean, I agree with you on that.
Like, and I mean, who? And again, what am I gonna get for him? He's coming off an injury. He already has a bad attitude. His value is devalued. I mean, even if you just go in and be like, look, buddy, get your year up.
Well, the whole bad attitude, I don't think he has a bad attitude. He has a bad taste in his mouth because of the way he was treated last year.
If you...
Because you left, you got injured, you were out 10 games. You came back, I think it was for the last 4 games.
He was up 12. He only played a 4.
Yeah, I'm getting there.
Okay,
So you were, he played, I believe it was the first 2.
Yeah.
Got injured.
Yeah.
Was out 10 games.
Yeah.
Came back for the last 4.
Yeah.
Played 2.
Yeah.
And he was a healthy scratch in the last 2.
Yeah. But okay, listen. I'm sorry. Again, you coming off an injury, okay?
What tight ends did they have last year?
They had Steven Carlson, Pharaoh Brown, and him. And they had somebody else that they let go.
Who the hell is Steven Carlson?
I don't fucking know. You're coming off a...
I'd have a bad attitude too.
You're coming off an injury. They're not going to make the playoffs. They knew they weren't going to make the playoffs. Freddie Kitchen basically saved you from getting hurt again, in my opinion. And again, I'm sorry. You average 30 yards a game. 2.6 catches a game. Listen, do I think I could come off the bench and average 2.6 points a game? No, not in my current size. But if I was your ass, David,
I could figure it out.
I could figure it out. So again, also from a devalue standpoint, look, listen, buddy, play. Give me another shot. If you don't like what you see, we'll trade you next year. Bring your value up. We'll both win. It's a win-win situation. And then the $6 million, no dead cap. But as of right now, you signed a contract. Sit your ass through. On that note, thank you for joining us for this episode of the Vegas Benchwarmers.